Hey, welcome back for part 2 of the cities of the high desert, and we're going to begin with the city of Adelanto. The name Adelanto means progress or advance in Spanish. Some of the major employers include the Adelanto School District, and Adelanto is adjacent to Victorville employers of General Atomic, Northwest Pipes, Commercial Wood Products, and molded fiber glass, and also the federal prison, which is in the Victorville area and adjacent to Adelanto. There's retail shopping available through the Victorville Walmart right off the 395 highway. There's a super center there. On the other side is Stater Brothers, Walgreens, AutoZone, and several other food options. From 1991 to 2016, Adelanto was home to the High Desert Mavericks, which was a minor league baseball team, Class A Advanced California League. Now, present day, the National Premier Soccer League has used the site for High Desert Elite FC matches. MIRAGE is a dry lake west of Adelanto and has been used for filming movies and television commercials, most notably the opening sequence of the later episodes of the TV series Sky King. El Mirage is located 9 miles to the west of the 15 freeway, and just beyond that, about 5 more miles, is the city of Helendale. Within Helendale is the community of Silver Lakes, with a championship golf course, 2 lakes, tennis courts, their own school district of K through high school, and a very community feel with many activities year-round, including the spectacular light show on the lake with a lineup of boats for 4th of July. Now, being equidistant from Barstow and Victorville, this community of Silver Lakes is home for many families at the Marine Base in Barstow, the railroad in Barstow, the Army base at Fort Irwin, or several of the Victorville employers. If you are an avid golfer, the golfing is included in your monthly dues for as often as you play. So you can do it once a week, 10 times a month, 100 times a month, whatever. Apple Valley is the next city we're going to touch on, and things to do here include Townsend Farmers Market off of Deep Creek Road and festival at the Apple Valley Legacy Museum. Apple Valley is also adjacent to the Mojave Narrows that we touched on before, which is a regional park with camping, fishing, picnicking, hiking, and biking activities. One thing they don't have in Apple Valley is apples. Apple Valley offers minimum half-acre lots, quite a bit of shopping, open spaces, and very good schools. Apple Valley is home to a nationally recognized laboratory school that gives students a real hands-on science and math education. It's called the Lewis Center for Academic Excellence. Apple Valley is passed through with easy access to Lucerne Valley, on up to from there to Big Bear, or traveling north through Apple Valley to Las Vegas, or east to Johnson Valley. Houses in Apple Valley range from $229,000 to over $1 million. The Park and Recreation Department provides a full spectrum of recreation sports, educational sports, and equestrian programs for children, for teens, adults, and for families. And there are many stories as to how Apple Valley acquired its name. According to the late Mary Hampton, the local historian, the name rose up from the abundance of apple orchards that happened to exist in the 1920s. The apples were being grown by the ton at award-winning orchards. However, unfortunately, with the Great Depression and the cost of pumping water for irrigation, the orchards died off in the 1930s. Healthcare in the Apple Valley area is hosted by the region's largest medical community and is the center for advanced services, including radiology and heart care. It has emerged as a leader in advanced healthcare systems spanning from pediatrics to radiology, and that's all through the St. Mary's medical facilities. As an established area for MOBs, Apple Valley's Highway 18 is a corridor which is becoming a key commercial entrance to northwest Apple Valley. Apple Valley is located 20 miles south of the Barstow-Linwood area and is adjacent to the east side of Victorville and the north side of Hesperia. Apple Valley has very clean air, low crime rates, open spaces, which allows Apple Valley to be the land of opportunity for those who are seeking a better place to live. Now, really quick, before we get into Barstow and Lucerne Valley, I just wanted to say thank you to those of you that have subscribed and are part of the community. I so truly am grateful and appreciate your being part of it. Remember to click the like button and share this with a friend that's contemplating what would be the best city for them in the high desert. For those of you that have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, that way you'll be notified of the next video coming up. Now, Barstow is our next high desert city, and in the late 1800s, the Barstow area became a mining center. It also became a very busy rail center and a jumping off place for immigrants entering the state on US Route 66. And that was made famous by John Steinbeck's novel, The Grapes of Wrath. I remember reading that. Modern and historic facilities are still available along Barstow's Main Street, where their original Route 66 is. Also, just off Main Street at First Street, travelers could drive over the old iron bridge that leads to the railroad depot, which was once the site of the historic Harvey House, originally opened in 1911. Now, with the construction of the modern interstate highway, Barstow's future of growth was assured as I-40 and I-15 converged right there at the city limits, with State Highway 58, which veers off to Bakersfield, and that makes it a transportation hub of the western Mojave Desert. Barstow has lots of open spaces. It's close to Las Vegas and has an older community. Homes were built there from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and on up. The history with the Harvey House and the Route 66 Mother Road Museum and Tanger Mall make it all having places to go to and sights to see, as well as shopping. There are homes that were built in the 2000s to the east of the 15 in the Heights area. And our final destination is Lucerne Valley, which is a town in California with a population of 5,423 people. Lucerne Valley is in San Bernardino County. Living in Lucerne Valley offers residents a suburban rural mixed feel, and most residents own their own home. It's an unincorporated community, part of the county, located 21 miles southeast of Apple Valley off of Highway 18 and Victorville. And Victorville and Apple Valley converge and go on out. So the name Lucerne came from the alfalfa that was grown on a 160-acre estate in that area, and alfalfa is a Swiss word for Lucerne. It's a community that the Mormons traveled through on their route, and Lucerne is also an open way to Johnson Valley, the four-wheel drive areas, lots of dirt uses. It's adjacent to Barstow, Yucca Valley, and at the base of Big Bear Mountain. You can go right from your front yard or Johnson Valley off Old Woman Spring Road to your desert activities. The Wolf Mountain Sanctuary, Happily Trails rental location along with the 247 Cafe, barbecue, burger, and music at the base of the travel up to Big Bear Mountain is one of the highlights. Also, just before you start ascending up the mountain, there's what I call the everything stop. It's a hardware, a deli where you can have a little breakfast, a little snack, a little lunch. Also has a post office next door and a bank. So that completes our cities of the high desert. Thank you for watching. Again, be sure to subscribe to be notified of the next video coming up.